back in my kitchen. It was an exciting day to see so much activity and energy at that polar that we were in the morning. This is all the stuff we got from there. I'm going to start with the salad dressing. We got some mustard seed, we got honey, we got cashew nuts, and that will be the main ingredient of the dressing. So let's start with the mustard. I need to roast it for a few seconds. Let me grab a pan. For one serving, I think you just need a teaspoon. Just make 2 here. And I'm not going to roast it for too long because then it becomes really, really powdery and you lose the mustard flavor. That's it. And I'm going to grind it. If you look in, it becomes a really, really nice yellow when it grinds. It's like dried caviar. Beautiful little bubbles of... What color is this? Purple? Red? I'm going to stop when I stop hearing bubbles getting squashed. That should be enough. Wow, look at that. I'm going to add vinegar, about 3 teaspoons. And maybe 2 teaspoons. Give that a mix. And the honey we bought today. Mustard and honey makes a beautiful combination, and I think it'll work in this dressing too. We've got something very thick, gooey, a little bit particle-like. And that's our dressing. I know we bought 20 rupees worth of mustard seed, and I don't want it to go to waste. And for the next time on the show, I want to use mustard sprouts. So I got some tiny vases with tissue and water in there. I'm just going to put a few seeds, and these are going to give me some beautiful mustard sprouts, which can be used on many, many things. And it'll probably take a week to 11 days for it to come to about that height. So let's keep that on the side. And for the salad, I'm going to use radish. I know you can buy iceberg lettuce and stuff like that out in Colombo, but today's polo, I wanted to keep it really, really local and what's available there. And the best one I could find was radish, so we're going to use radish. I bought 2 kinds of radish, and this was way too cute to let go. I'm going to use this for pickling at the restaurant, but I'm going to use this as garnish today. I'm going to peel this one skin joint where the leaves and the root happens. So I'm going to do that later. And for now, I'm going to start cleaning this one. I'm going to cut this into very, very thin strips. So before that, I need to slice it thin. So equal lengths. Make sure you chill vegetables and fruits. It tastes better, they are more scrunchier. While that's chilling, I'm going to chop some cashew nuts that we bought today. I'm going to cut some cashew nuts, and I'm just going to put 1 tomato in here to chill out. I don't want to cut them very small, so for you to have a nutty texture also. I guess many salads would have peanuts as a nut in there, or walnuts or pine nuts, so why not cashew nuts? And to peel the garnish, something very small. You can eat these leaves also, but I would prefer that you salt it first. Maybe just use a little bit in there. And I'm going to use a knife to peel it instead of peeler because it's really, really small, so that it's not too big. And then, all right, a plate. This is one of the most fun kitchens I've ever cooked in. Hayfale was great in making this for us, and it's such a functional one. So I'm just going to plate just one portion. Use some rabu leaves, tomato. Cutting tomatoes, make sure you use a very, very sharp knife. Actually, the taste differs when it's not sharp. I need a drop of lime in the dressing. And the dressing. And on top of this, I'm going to put cashew nuts. There we go. I think it looks very, very, very soothing to the eye. It looks very summer, which is our climate out here. And you could do this, keep it made in smaller bowls and leave it in the fridge, and you can serve it when your guests arrive. The next dish is something very simple. It's out of asparagus and bacon. I just need a few spears of asparagus. I'm just going to use 3 for now. I'm not going to even clean the asparagus because I'm going to leave the eating part of this section. I'm going to wrap this up in aluminium foil after we cook it so that no one will eat it and it's easy to eat. I'm going to take a strip of bacon per spear, separate them and roll it. When you're rolling it, make sure you roll it at an angle, and where you're going to finish can come straight. And use a toothpick to hold it. One more. I'm not going to use any oil on this dish because there's enough fat on the bacon for it to melt out and not make the food stick to it. And these pans are great. These are tefal pans, and I got them from Singer. I cut a few pieces of foil, and I'm going to wrap the ends of it after it's cooked so that it will be your holding part and you wouldn't get your fingers dirty. So these are great barbecue food, and granted it'll taste much, much better if you use charcoal. But today we are indoors, and I thought this is an interesting dish to show you. This kind of dishes are predominantly available at yakitori dedicated restaurants where the charcoal is the key ingredient. And something like it's so simple, but it's not easily found in home cooking. At my restaurant we make this, but instead of using bacon, I use pork belly. We slice it really thin, and since it has no salt like bacon, we salt it and then we grill it on charcoal. It's an amazing flavor. And this should be done when you feel the whole asparagus stick bending slightly. We're done. It takes about 6 minutes to cook on this, but charcoal maybe about 3. I'm going to take the toothpicks out. And I'm going to wrap the foil. And a twist of black pepper. And that's it. This is something you can do very easy at your parties at home. You can keep it all prepared and then just keep on frying them in a frying pan when your guests arrive or when you're about to have this, or barbecues. We're in the midway of our TV series, and all this time we've traveled and we've shot in Japan and in Sri Lanka. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you've been having fun too. This episode I showed you vegetable markets in Japan and in Sri Lanka, and I think the bottom line is let the ingredients inspire you. Don't let recipes and stuff like that. Just see what's out there and cook for the fun of it, and that way you'll make some really, really great stuff. So I'll see you next week again. I hope you enjoyed the program, found it fun and creative. I want to know what you think. Let us know on our website or Facebook page or by SMS, and tell us what you feel about it, whether you tried our menus. And one winner every week will be chosen to come and join me at my restaurant for dinner. And I hope it'll be you. You never cook at home, do you? So next time you come to Nihonbashi, what do you say? So next time you come to Nihonbashi, come and try our teriyaki chicken. It's the envy of many, many cities that they don't beat. You need to try what I make, and if you like, then